to visit her at her house, and she's up there on the roof. If I creep the camera around, we'll be able to see her. Oh, there she is. She's a wonderful critter, and it's Okay, my friend the paper wasp has built a nest. It's a little bit out of reach. I'm up on a ladder here looking at the wasp. These wasps are a nuisance. If you get stung by these, they'll protect their nest. They'll come back at you and try and get you a number of times. I have been stung by them. It is very painful. I know a couple of ways of getting rid of these wasps. You can use a little flamethrower, but I wouldn't suggest doing that against your house. And there's also some other fantastic insecticide products, and that's one of the ones that I'll be using this time around. I know it's very effective. This wasp nest has been there for about 2 weeks. The time of year as I'm shooting this is basically a week before Halloween. But of course, where I live, the seasons are flipped around and we're headed towards summer. I know that confuses the bulk of my audience. Warning. The warning on this video has been removed, and this video is highly educational. Plan of attack is going to be very simple. When I see that wasp is preoccupied doing things like that, with its head in the nest, sometimes you'll see it put its back end into the nest as well. That's when I'm going to strike, and from what I've seen in previous times, this insecticide acts very fast. Often the wasp is just frozen at the point when it gets hit by the spray, and I'm going to try and capture this with a high-speed GoPro camera. I can see Fluffy Cat's warming up to this. She'll have a bit of a giggle at watching me take out the wasp. I've seen people over in the USA sucking out yellow jacket wasp nests with vacuum cleaners. I wouldn't suggest trying to get a paper wasp with one of these. If you miss and you don't get the wasp, then you've got a very angry stinging wasp stinging you multiple times. What I am going to use, and I've showed it before on my channel, and I've got no association with these people, is Blitzum Wasp Killer and Nest Destroyer. Don't you love that? And on the back here is very important to read how to apply. Please adhere to what it says there. Very important to give this product a shake before you use it. It's very directional. When you spray it, have a test spray if you're not familiar with it. And like I may have said before, I will be trying to capture this moment on a GoPro camera set at high speed. So the secret for me is to have a good aim, to hit the wasp when it's preoccupied doing something else, and hopefully it'll be all caught on camera. Just waiting for the wasp to do its waspy stuff, get its head into something, or do whatever it does in its waspy way. Okay, I'm going to hit it now. Oh, it's down, it didn't sound at all. I hope I've got it. I just hope I've got it. So the wasp nest was way up there, as they often are, and the wasp has fallen just down here, not far from the nest, and we'll pick little Mr. or Mrs. Wasp up and take a look. And also grab that little nesty thing as well. Okay, let's take a closer look at both of those items. Okay, one paper wasp, and of course it's been taken out by the spray. Notice the stinger is out, and I'm just pointing the scalpel at the stinger area there. I think there was only one wasp working at this nest. Often you'll see multiple, and if they do feel like they've been threatened, you'll have multiple wasps chasing you out. Man, it is beautiful to look at. Look at the head there. You know, one part of me says it's a shame to get rid of it, but I tell you what, you don't want these guys hanging around, because it would have attracted more wasps, and it would have just ended up either one of the children getting stung, either my wife or myself. And believe me, you get stung by one of these guys and you remember it for a long time. It's way more painful than a bee sting, and that's why, well, people sort of don't get along with wasps. Not all wasps are bad. We have got the mud daubers, they're fine, they're docile, but these guys...
no, she's running.
Spiders, I am no stranger to danger. As in the past, I have let several species, including the infamous black widow, skitter across my bare skin.
Oh. She's actually spun a little thread of web. She's becoming secure to me while she's about to bite.
Even the golden orb weaver, one of the largest and most common species in Central and South America, cast its sticky spider silk across my hands and fingers.
Okay, the spider is on my arm. Okay.
However, there are also species, like the Brazilian wandering spider, that are simply far too dangerous to risk making direct contact with.
That was a little nerve-wracking.
Today the crew and I are on location in Meanjara, Australia, home to one of the continent's most common, yet potentially dangerous species. And I know everyone is waiting in anticipation to find out what will be my next close encounter of the arachnid kind. So without further delay, let's see if I can find the redback spider. Alright guys, so we've done some pretty popular arachnid videos. A lot of you have written in the comment sections and have asked, Coyote, if you ever go to Australia, can you feature the redback spider, which is pretty much the Australian version of the black widow. Now these spiders, follow me, are really common in areas of debris and rubble. And right over here, we've got a pile of tires. And I have a good feeling that if we flip these tires and look on the inside, we may come across one of these creepy crawlies. Come on, let's check it out. Now, I don't want to just go reaching my hands up underneath that rim, but I already see some webbing. This is actually a really good sign.
Now, why would a tire be a good home for a redback spider?
Well, because it is dark, it is warm, and it's the perfect place to spin a web. And sure enough, right here, go ahead and bring the camera up a little bit closer. And there is no spider on this. You see here you have some really loose webbing. Looks very scattered. There's a good chance that that is redback webbing. Now what I don't want to do is just tuck my fingers up underneath this tire to lift them, because that oftentimes is how people are bitten. They press their fingers down on the arachnid, it feels like it's going to get squished, and then it inflicts a bite. So what I'm going to do is gently take this up. I'm going to roll it towards you a little bit more. Oh, there's a big cricket in there. And I'm going to just gently roll it in the light. A big cricket creature. No spider in that one. There is webbing. Oh, no, there's a little male. There's a little male right inside there. You see down there?
Oh, yeah.
That's a male redback. Now, they're smaller than the black widows that you find in the States. But we're not really interested in the male. What we're interested in looking at is the female. And this tire is full of a lot of rocks. Don't take a mistake. You just gently flip this in this direction. Look on the underside. Yeah, there's definitely some webbing. Okay, there's a lot of web down here. There's one right there. Got one right there. Go. Right on the inside of the tire. Hold up. Can you see it? I can get it over the light. Can you see that mark? The spider is right there. But that's pretty cool to see it shadow. You see my finger pointing right at it, Mario? Yeah. Ooh, that is creepy. And actually, I think you can see the shadow of a male just behind her. Oftentimes, males or youngsters will hang out in the webs with the female, but she is cannibalistic and will occasionally feed not only her mate, but also her young. Now, what I want to do is gently coax the spider out of this tire using a stick. This is one dangerous little game of operation right here, folks. Come on, crawl, Sneaky. Oh, yeah.
For you. It looks like Polly's making another friend with some of the lovely world wop. Excuse me, sheep. This bed was for me, not for you.
I've got a visitor in the house and she's up there on the roof. If I creep the camera around, we'll be able to see her. Oh, there she is. She's a wonderful critter and it's mating season, so she's out in the prowl looking for a mate. They're huntsmen and they move lightning fast. That's the way they catch their prey. I'm going to go up there and try and catch her with my best spider sense of this Chinese food container. I'll hand the camera over to my most faithful assistant to film this and we'll see what we get. Oh, there's a great close.
Warning, images in this video may disturb some viewers.
Daddy, there's a spider in the dining room!
Is it big?
Kind of. Getting the vacuum.
Oh no.
Daddy, can you please get the vacuum to get it? It's really big. But not as big as the one in the kitchen.
Well, it's pretty obviously spider season and I better try and get this one without killing it. I'm going to try and use the vacuum cleaner again and see if I can get him outside this time. Foolishly, last time I opened up the vacuum cleaner in my daughter's bedroom and he scuttled out real fast. Not this time, I hope.
Can I say something?
Here we go.
I hope it's not like the one in my bedroom because it's got out very fast, and I hope it's not like the one in the kitchen. It was huge.
Do you think I'll get this one?
Geez, Daddy, I hope you get it. I'm gonna put on this mask to protect me from the spider.
Well, this time I've got a camera mounted onto the vacuum cleaner and we'll see if we can get some close-up shots of the little spider, or very big spider, very big baby spider getting sucked down the vacuum tube. I'm going to take him outside. I don't want to repeat it last time. It's so scary. What I'm going to do is get a bit of tissue and put it down the vacuum pipe there, and we're going to go and check the dust area to see where that very big baby spider has gone. Well, here I am outside. I'm absolutely sweating profusely because of the tension that you get when you capture a spider in your house. Even though we have these huntsman spiders all the time, it's always an arduous task to remove them from the house. But this time, hopefully I've got a successful release and there won't be any death of a spider, unless of course he died in the vacuuming process. Well, there's the dust collection area of this vacuum cleaner. Oh, here we go. Going for the removal of this. I can't see him at the vents. Oh God, I hope he's not up at the tubes somewhere. Oh, I think he's down the bottom there. He's down the bottom of the... There he is. He's alive. He's kicking. He's looking very feisty. These are actually very beautiful creatures. And it's the beginning of summer here, and there'll be heaps more of them in the house, I'm sure. Oh, what a stunner. Now she may well be playing dead with me here. She probably feels she's under attack. But I've got a ruler here, and maybe we'll be able to show just how large this baby is. And believe me, this is a baby. Looking a little bit groggy. But I'd be groggy too if I'd been up through a vacuum cleaner. Well, there she is. She's getting her legs again. And for my American friends, I'll just put a ruler over her. And you just start to see how beautifully large this baby is. Now, believe me, this is a baby. We're only getting the beginning of summer here. And she will grow far, far bigger than that as the months roll on. There's a beautiful close-up of her. You can see her eyes. What a stunner. She's an absolute classic. Well, let's land her in a natural environment on the tree here and see if she scuttles away. Come on, little bub. I mean, look at that. You can barely see her.
She's on that tree there. She's so beautifully camouflaged. And when she starts to go in, there she is. Well, she's a little bit stunned, of course, by being vacuumed up and extricated from the house, but
Okay. Well, looks like everything is all set up. Now for the final piece. There we go. Now to wait.
Will I get anything good today? Come on, fish, come on! You're all, I see you in there! I see you down there! I see you down there! Come on, fish!